Good morning. I hope you're well. I'm a bit disappointed this morning, having woken up to not even a single snowflake on the ground. I know that my kids will be disappointed for sure when they wake up as well. We're in what I often see as a bit of a lull after Christmas. You know, a funny time, and for me it's often one of reflection. You know, one where I start to look to the year ahead, to 2021. You know, what is coming up? What do I want to achieve? What targets will I set? You know, should I start something new? I read a phrase recently which I really like. It said, "Don't picture what next year will look like. Keep a blank canvas and let God hold the brush." You know, I love that idea of total surrender to the will of God and what He wants to do with my life. You see, God has a way of surprising us sometimes, and often actually when we least expect it. You know, we can get caught up in our day-to-day lives, the busyness of life, and we build frustrations of where we are or maybe where we aren't. But the reality is, if we pay attention to the long term, to the long run, and often if we look back over many years, we remember that God has done incredible things. You know, I'm so blessed to be where I am today, and that's not sat outside Starbucks at 5 a.m. But in terms of what He's done in my life, you know, the wife and children that I have, the career that He's placed me in, the church family that I'm a part of. You know, there are so many things in my life that I wouldn't have written down if you'd have asked me on a New Year's Eve of what I want to achieve for the year ahead. But God knew. And I think setting goals is really important. You know, and I think we should all have goals. But I also think that we need to be careful not to limit God, not to handcuff God in the process. Ephesians 3 says, "Now to Him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine." And that's a great verse. You know, more than we can imagine. So as we begin to close in on 2021, I want to encourage you to see next year as a blank canvas, and one where God holds a paintbrush. Pray into that. You know, pray into what God wants to do, what He wants to do in you and through you, because He will do immeasurably more than you can imagine. God bless you.